Marine pollution is a combination of chemicals and trash, most of which comes from land sources and is washed or blown away into the ocean. This pollution results in damages to the environment, to the health of all organisms, and to the economic structures worldwide. Marine pollution encompasses many types of pollution that disrupt the marine ecosystem, including chemical, light, noise, and plastic pollution.
So in terms of the effect of marine pollution, is it negatively affects the animals that live in the ocean. So for example, oil spills, what happens is when this oil gets into the water, it suffocates the animals that live there. So for instance, like seabirds, the oil gets into their feathers and their wings, and then so they can't fly away and feed their young, so they end up dying. And then also for like the fish that live there, it affects their gills and breathing, which also causes them to die. And another thing is that like the animals actually end up suffering from like cancer, behavioral changes, and actually sometimes become unable to reproduce. And then another thing with marine pollution is plastic, right? That gets thrown into the ocean. So what happens is these small organisms and these animals, they end up sometimes mistaking the plastic for food, and so they eat it. But obviously plastic is not meant to be consumed, right? So as they eat this, either the plastic or like discarded fishing nets, it's actually bad for them, and it can actually cause them to die. And so examples of animals that are most vulnerable are like dolphins, fish, sea turtles, seabirds, and crabs, which we can find in the ocean, in Mombasa and else.
Not only does pollution affect sea animals, it also affects humans in a great way. Small organisms such as fish ingest toxins that are kind of like pollution in the ocean, and these small fishes are eaten by larger predators, in which we consider them as food as we fish them and cook them. And by that, when we consume contaminated fish, they affect humans in a long-term process, such as cancer or birth defects.
Impact from that. We have had accidents, for example, that cause oil spills, and these oil spills cause major disruption of the marine environment and ecosystems because of the impacts, toxic nature of the oil spills and so forth. I've talked about the marine litter. It has become a major concern nowadays. Of course, when they burn fuels, they also produce air pollutants. For example, the sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide. Yeah. So, you know the issues of climate change caused by the release of these gases into the atmosphere, and therefore those are some of the issues that sea transport causes to the marine environment. Of course, if there's a release of air pollutants, for example, it increases the acidity in our waters and causing acidification. You hear about coral reef bleaching and so forth. So those are some of the issues that are caused by the ships and the normal operations of the ships. I don't know if